Detective, can you hit unmute for me, please?
Can you hear me, Your Honor?
Yes, thank you. All right, you ready on? Yes. All right, let's go on the record in the matter of the state of Michigan versus T. Marius Vincent Jackson Raimondo, 24804. And Detective, your name for the record, please.
Detective Steve Sable, Wyandotte Police Department, Detective Bureau.
All right, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this matter to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, thank you. You may proceed on the warrant.
Thank you and good afternoon, Your Honor. On 6/16 of this year at approximately 0050 hours, almost 1 o'clock in the morning, Wyandotte officers were dispatched to the area of 588 Hudson Street in the city of Wyandotte, County of Wayne in the state of Michigan, concerning a group of juveniles seen breaking into parked vehicles. Upon arrival, officers Sloan, Saltzman, Tyler Grote, Gardaki, and Rasmussen were flagged down by the caller, and officers were given a description and direction of travel of the group of persons. Officers located the males, 2 of them were juveniles that will remain not identified for this recorded record, and T. Marius Vincent Jackson Raimondo, who's an adult. Tamarius had a black backpack on and was instructed to remove the bag. Inside the bag was a loaded 9mm stolen pistol, later identified as belonging to victim Loftus. This pistol was stolen from his Ford F-150 pickup truck that was parked in his girlfriend's driveway at 881 Clinton Street in the city. Furthermore, 6 financial transaction devices, all belonging to Mr. Loftus with his name on it, were also in Tamarius's possession. In all, 6 known vehicles were broken into. All 3 males were arrested and processed at the station. The juveniles were released to their parents, and Tamarius was held. Tamarius was receiving and concealing the known stolen firearm while carrying the concealed weapon, committing the theft of the firearm from the motor vehicle, in fact, did steal and was in possession of the credit cards owned by victim Loftus, was armed and carrying the firearm during the larceny, and also the possession of the firearm during the receiving and concealing, and armed with a stolen firearm during the theft of the financial devices. Thank you.
Upon examination of the pleading, we find the offenses charged were committed. There's probable cause to believe defendant committed those offenses. Counsel, your appearance, please.
Good afternoon, Judge. Attorney Corey Westmoreland, appearing on behalf of Mr. Jackson Raimondo.
All right, thank you. And Mr. Jackson Raimondo, your name for the record, please.
My name is Tamarius Vincent Jackson Raimondo, ma'am.
Okay, and counsel as to the arraignment.
Yes, Your Honor. At this time, we are prepared to waive a formal reading. My client stands mute.
All right, sir. The court's going to waive the formal reading, and you have the following rights. You have the right to have an attorney represent you. If you cannot afford one, the court will appoint one to represent you. And in fact, you've had an opportunity to speak to an attorney today. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
You also have the right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to have a trial by a judge or by a jury. You also have the right to remain silent, anything you say orally or in writing and used against you in court. Do you understand those rights?
Yes.
All right, the court's going to enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf. Schedule this matter for probable cause conference on June 28th at the 28th District Court at 9 a.m. And as to bond counsel.
Yes, Your Honor. I would like you to know that my client's 18 years old. He just graduated high school last week. He is looking to attend college in the fall at Wayne State University. He has no other pending matters at this time. He plans to start working on Monday at the Westland Hospital. After speaking with him, he did assure me he would be appearing in all future court dates. He does understand the importance of making sure he does appear. So I would just ask that all that be taken into account in assessing a bond.
Sir, where is it that you live?
I stay in Ecourse, 4298 Beach Street, ma'am.
And how long have you lived there, sir?
I lived there about almost 3 months, 4 months now. It's where my mother stay at.
Who lives there with you?
My mother.
And where did you graduate from, sir?
I graduated from Ecourse High School.
And how long has it been since you lived in Southgate?
You said how long was the last time I lived in Southgate?
Yes.
It's been about 8 months, almost a year.
Okay. Are you currently out on bond in any other jurisdiction, sir?
Can you repeat yourself, please?
Are you
Ma'am?
out on bond in any other jurisdiction?
Are you out on bond in any other jurisdiction?
No.
Have you ever failed to appear in court for any reason?
No.
And you're not on probation or parole anywhere, sir?
I am on probation, but that's under my kid when I was 16.
You're on probation?
Yeah, when I was 16. Well, I'm on probation still. I have 3 more months of probation, but that was when I was 16-year-old. When I was 16, that's why I got caught with the charge.
And how long have you been on probation, sir?
I've been on probation for almost a year, and then this is last 3 months.
And you were set to start work when?
You said, can you repeat yourself again?
When are you set to start work, sir?
I was supposed to start work Monday.
Oh, yesterday? And where was that?
Can you repeat yourself again?
Where was that, sir?
It's in Westland. It was a hospital. It's the Westland Hospital.
There's a Westland Hospital?
Yeah. I was supposed to I was supposed to be serving food to the patients.
In Westland. Where's that hospital located, sir?
I don't have the exact location because I don't have my phone on me, so I couldn't tell you.
Well, did you go there for your interview?
Yeah, literally, my uncle works there too, so he helped me get the job there.
Detective, would you like to address that?
Yes, Your Honor. At almost 1 o'clock in the morning, pulling on door handles is one thing, but with a stolen firearm, I think it's pretty severe, and I think it's reasonable for $10,000 cash. A GPS tether, if Tamarius is able to post. Tamarius is to not possess firearms or any other illegal weapon. And lastly, not to have any contact with victim Loftus or any other victim in this case that's still being investigated, even by third-party intermediary. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. The court, based upon the nature of the charges, the current probation status of Mr. Jackson Raimondo, and to ensure the safety of the public, the court finds that a cash bond would be appropriate in this matter. The court is going to order a $50,000 10% bond with the following bond conditions. Do not have any contact with Zion Loftus or any other victim that's been named or is yet to be named regarding these allegations. That's phone contact, text message, email, social media, third party, anything of the like. You're not to enter the premises at the home on Hudson Street or Clinton Street. You are not to possess or consume any alcohol or drugs that are not prescribed, which you can't do anyway because you're under the age of 21. You're not to possess or have access to any firearms and or any weapons. That includes ammunition. In the event bond is posted, you are to have a GPS tethered to the Wayne County Jail house arrest. Any questions?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Have a nice day, Your Honor.
You as well, thank you. Here on the felony matter, and so if you could please state your name for the record, please.
Good afternoon, or good morning, Your Honor. Detective Joseph Carr, Wyandotte Police Department.
And if you can please raise your right hand. You solemnly swear from the testimony about to give this going to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, ma'am.
I think you proceed on the warrant.
Your Honor, on June 17th, about 2:15 a.m., officers reported they observed a Jeep Patriot traveling in the area of Antwine and 23rd at a high rate of speed. The vehicle continued northbound 4th Street and then southbound 4th Street, where officers reported the vehicle had a defective rear tail light lens. Officers further noted that per lien SOS, the vehicle indicated, lien indicated the vehicle was uninsured. Officers initiated a traffic stop in the area of Fort and Rosedale and made contact with the driver, later identified as defendant, Angelito Salazar. Defendant failed to provide officers with any form of identification or paperwork for the vehicle and appeared to be evasive towards officers. The defendant provided officers with a false name where he's asked to exit the vehicle for further investigation. Officers reported that the defendant refused to exit the vehicle and became verbally combative and refused to comply with any of the officer's commands to exit the vehicle and showing signs of actively resisting by clinching the steering wheel of the vehicle. Officers then attempted to physically extract the defendant from the vehicle where he continued to physically resist and struggle with officers. Officers deployed short bursts of Freeze plus P pepper spray to the defendant where he was subsequently removed from the vehicle and placed under arrest. Officers located the defendant's wallet and driver's license on the ground near the vehicle. Per Lino SOS, the defendant had several outstanding warrants, including 2 felony warrants of the Third Circuit Court. Inside the defendant's wallet, officers reported that they recovered a cellophane bag containing cocaine, which was later field tested and confirmed to be cocaine.
All right, upon examination of the complaining witness, the court finds that the offenses charged were committed and there's probable cause the defendant committed those offenses. And we're going to go off the record for just one moment and then we're going to continue. Just one moment, please. Back on the record in the matter of Angelito Salazar. And counsel, your appearance, please.
Attorney Corey Westmoreland appearing on behalf of Mr. Salazar.
All right, and Mr. Salazar.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Please. Can you hear me back there? Wyandotte Jail, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, go ahead, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Salazar, I asked if you could please state your name for the record.
Oh, yes, Angelito Salazar.
All right, and so counsel, we have the misdemeanor matter that your client failed to appear for back on June 14th of 2023. And we also have the felony matter that he's here for now. And so, as to both of those matters, counsel, what are we doing with the arraignment?
Yes, Judge, at this time, we are prepared to waive a formal reading. My client stands mute. We'd ask that a not guilty plea be entered in at this time.
Okay, as to the misdemeanor possession of controlled substance, the court's going to waive the formal reading, enter plea of not guilty for purposes of the arraignment. And we're going to schedule this matter for July 3rd. And at 9:15 a.m. And as to the felony matter, the court's going to waive the formal reading. Sir, you have the right to have an attorney. If you cannot afford to retain an attorney, the court will appoint one to represent you. You've had an opportunity to speak to an attorney today, is that correct?
Yes,
You also have the right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to have a trial by a judge or by a jury, and you also have the right to remain silent. Anything you say orally or in writing may be used against you in court. Do you understand those rights?
yes, ma'am.
Okay. The court's going to enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf. Schedule this matter for a probable cause conference, June 28th at 9 a.m. at the 28th District Court. Counsel, the court's also going to note that it has signed the petition for a court-appointed attorney for felony matters, and counsel asked to bond.
Yes, Your Honor, I would like you to know that Mr. Salazar currently is residing in Lincoln Park with one son. He is divorced. He has a son and a daughter. He gets his daughter on the weekend. He currently is employed full-time at Geronimo Lawn Services, where he's been working for roughly 7 years. He's working as a foreman, and he works about 6 days a week. After speaking with him at length this morning regarding appearing, he understands the importance of doing so. He knows that he has some things that he needs to get cleared up. So I would just that all that be taken into account, Your Honor, when assessing a bond on behalf of Mr. Salazar.
All right, and so Mr. Salazar,
Yes, ma'am.
if you were to test today, what's in your system?
I'm sorry.
If you were to test today, what is in your system?
Marijuana, Suboxone.
Do you have a valid prescription for either one of those medications, sir?
No,
Okay. And sir, you do have a number of matters that you seem to have handled last year in 2023 that you had previously failed to appear on. And so are you currently on probation for those matters, or have those matters been concluded?
I'm sorry, I didn't understand the question.
Are you currently on probation, sir, or were those matters concluded?
No, I was on probation. Those matters have not been concluded, no.
You're still currently on probation?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well, that's interesting, because it shows as though you were sentenced to 1 year probation, so why are you still on probation if that would have been May
I'm
2020?
sorry, I never got on probation from here. I was on probation when that case had happened. I was on the Lincoln Park probation when that case in 2023 happened. I haven't taken care of this case in 2023 from Wyandotte. I have not.
Well, I understand
I
that.
apologize for that. I'm sorry, Your Honor. That's my fault. It's my timing. That's on me. I'm sorry about that.
Okay, well, that isn't really my question. My question is, the matters that you were on probation for. I show a breaking and entering illegal entry out of Redford. And then I also show 2019 for a felony embezzlement. You're on probation for 3 years. I'm not sure if that was concluded, as well as
Yes,
habitual offender. And then also, and so that was out of Dearborn, then out of Detroit, a domestic violence and 1 year probation. Are you still currently on probation for all of those matters?
No, I completed the 3 year. I'm only on probation for the domestic violence. And that's what I believe I have the warrant for in the Third Circuit Court.
Okay.
I've completed 2 probation terms already.
Okay, well, sir, why, do you have a warrant out for your arrest for probation for your domestic violence?
I'm sorry, say that again?
You said that you have a warrant for your arrest on the probation violation.
Yes, because I missed my payments. So the Third Circuit Court Judge Kuzik, I missed my payment to complete my probation, and he wanted to see me for that. That's what the warrant's for at the Third Circuit.
Well,
I missed my payment.
I'm going to guess the little W next to your name when I search up your name here in the Third Circuit Court shows you have 3 warrants for your arrest, sir, for probation violation purposes. And you
Probation
said,
violation.
sir, you were
Sorry,
supposed
probation
to
violation.
Sir, please stop talking for a moment. You were supposed to have appeared on your Third Circuit Court case number 2000361 on November of 2023, November 29th specifically, and you did not do that.
No. No, Your Honor, I did not. That's why I have to go and see him.
Well, why haven't you done that so far, sir?
Yeah, it's very hard, working 6 days a week. It's really hard.
Also on 200004046, you have a warrant for your failure to appear, as well as the 19008514. So, first of all, sir, you should consider yourself fortunate that you were not sent to prison on your habitual offender 4th offense, quite frankly.
Yes, I've been aware of that.
You're currently on probation. You've failed to appear for your probation violation, and now here you are. You've also failed to appear on your charge from 2023, which is a possession charge, which is, surprise, surprise, the same thing you're here on for your felony matter. You also have a warrant out of Southgate for probation violation that you failed to appear for, as well as another one out of Lincoln Park for possession of narcotics. That's from 2022. From Livonia to appear in that matter and pay on, it looks like, a show cause. You failed to pay on an ordinance violation. Date of that warrant was 2022. And then the Third Circuit Court matters that we just addressed. That's a number of warrants for your arrest or for failure to appear. So I can assure you, sir, that there will not be a personal bond. So the fact that you're currently on probation and you have failed to appear for your probation violation matters, the 3 Circuit Court matters, as well as a matter in 25th District Court and the 28th District Court, and you failed to appear here in this court. Detective, would you like to address that?
Your Honor, I would recommend $1,000 cash bond to again reassure the defendant's next court date. And I'd ask the court to take into consideration matters that we just spoke about regarding his failure to comply on some of these matters in other jurisdictions and in the Third Circuit, Your Honor.
All right, well, here's what this court's going to do. I heard what Detective Carr requested for a bond, and the court also heard Mr. Westmoreland's request for the court to take various matters into consideration. the court is going to also note that, this is also another habitual offender fourth offense notice with the other matters as well. And the courts, based on Mr. Salazar's significant failure to appear history, not only in this court, but in 2 other district courts, as well as 3 matters in the circuit court, third circuit court, the court's going to order a $25,000 cash fine. In the event bond is posted, GPS tethered through the Wayne County Jail. You're not to possess or consume alcohol or drugs that are not prescribed. Sir, you can't continue to fail to appear in court. That's on the 24801, on the 23606 A and B matters. The court's going to order a $5,000 10% bond on both A and B. Not to possess or consume alcohol or drugs unless prescribed, which you're already not allowed to do anyway based on your probation terms, and the law, but nonetheless, here we go. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Aaron.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, have a good day. Awesome.